Today on Two Guys in a Ride, we're going to review the all-new 2022 Honda Civic, and this is the touring trim. I'll tell you about the horsepower, cargo, dimensions, and safety.
And I'll tell you about the interior, the controls, and all the technology.
But before we get started, take a moment, click that subscribe button down below.
And hit that bell notification up above so you never miss our video.
That's right. So what do you say, Nate?
Let's go for a ride.
Today, we're working with our friends at Maury's Brooklyn Park Subaru in Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. The first generation Honda Civic was introduced on July 11, 1972. It was equipped with an 1169cc four-cylinder water-cooled engine and featured front power disc brakes, reclining vinyl bucket seats. It even had simulated wood trim on the dashboards, as well as optional air conditioning. And, well, new for then, an AM and FM radio. The Civic was available as a 2- or 4-door fastback sedan, 3- and 5-door hatchback, as well as a 5-door station wagon. Because of the 1973 oil crisis, consumer demand for fuel-efficient vehicles was high, and because of the engine being able to run on either leaded or unleaded fuel, it gave drivers choice flexibility over other vehicles. The CVCC engine debuted in December 1973 with a head design that allowed for more efficient combustion, and as a benefit of the CVCC system, it did not require a catalytic converter or unleaded fuel to meet the 1975 Environmental Protection Agency emission standards. In 1976, the Civic was joined by a platform expansion of the 3-door hatchback, and that one was called the Honda Accord. From its humble beginnings as a subcompact in 1972 to this 11th generation, now mid-size sedan, the Honda Civic has always stood out for class-leading quality and reliability with a bit of sporty fun mixed in. The all-new 2022 Honda Civic sedan is available in 4 trim levels, starting with the LX at $21,700. Then there's a Sport at $23,100, the EX at $24,700, and the Touring at $28,800. Now, the all-new Civic hatchback will be available later this year. This is the 2022 Honda Civic Sedan Touring, and it's presented here in Rallye Red. And it has a black leather trimmed interior, and this particular one has an MSRP of $29,295. Now, it is powered by an inline 1.5 liter 4-cylinder turbocharged and intercooled engine with 16 valves and double overhead cam. It has direct fuel injection, and it produces 16.5 psi of boost, and it has a compression ratio of 10.3 to 1. With that, it produces 180 horsepower at 6,000 RPM and 177 pound-feet of torque, and it has a Redline of 6,600 RPMs. Now, it is driven by a 1-speed CVT with overdrive and driver selectable modes, and it has front-wheel drive. Now, in my reviews, I always give you the horsepower and torque ratings, but what exactly is horsepower and what exactly is torque? Well, horsepower is a unit of measurement used to denote power or the rate at which work is done by an engine or a motor. Your car's horsepower denotes how quickly that work can be done, with more power allowing for quicker work. Now, torque is force multiplied by distance. In the case of cars, the rotational equivalent of linear force. So essentially, it's the amount of force applied to an object with a twisting motion or a rotating motion, such as a motor applying force to the crankshaft, which in turn rotates your tires. So what's the difference between horsepower and torque? Well, the two are very much two sides of the same coin. As one goes with the other, torque being the force and horsepower being the rate at which that force gets work done. The difference is torque is doing the work while horsepower is how fast that work is being done. Maybe a little bit more than you needed to know, but now you know. All right, let's have a look out front. These are auto on-off aero composite LED low and high beam headlights, and they do have the LED signature daytime running lights, and I really do like them. They look good. There is a black upper grille, and right in the middle, of course, is the chrome Honda badge, and below that is a black lower grille with splitter, and it does have on the corners LED fog lights. It is a body colored front bumper with parking sensors, and then up top, this is an acoustic laminated windshield, and they are rain sensing variable intermittent windshield wipers. Let's take a look around the side. Okay, these wheels are the beautiful 18-inch alloys, and they do have the gloss shark gray inserts, and they are wrapped in 235/40 R18 91W all-season tires. Now it does have full-wheel brake disc with full-wheel ABS with 11.1-inch front vented disc and 10.2 solid rear disc, and it does have electric parking brake. Up front, it is a McPherson strut front suspension with tubular anti-roll bar, and there is a multi-link rear suspension with gas pressurized shocks, and it has a 17.5 millimeter solid anti-roll bar. Now down below, I really do like the rocker panel extensions that they put on this vehicle. They look really good, and these are body colored power heated side mirrors with manual folding, and they do have the integrated turn signal indicators. I also do like the body colored door handles, and of course they have the touch sensor with the smart key with walk away and auto lock feature. And you'll notice it does have the black B-pillar, and it has the black beltline molding, but it does have the chrome upper window trim, and up top there is an express open and close sliding and tilting glass first row sunroof and sunshade. Yeah, it's a good looking silhouette too. All right, let's take a look around back. Okay, out back, this is a fixed heated rear window, and I like that fast back look and the simple kick up right here of the spoiler on the rear edge of the trunk lid. That looks really sharp. Now, these are LED brake and tail lights as well, and there is a multi-angle rear view camera right over here, and it does have the dynamic guidelines as well. And you see it does have a body colored rear bumper and parking sensors, and underneath there is a quasi dual exhaust, and it is a stainless steel exhaust outlet. Let's take a look inside at the cargo area. Now the seats are 60/40 split folding, and the latches to release those are right here. And then under the cargo floor is a little bit of storage, and you do have the tire kit, the spare tire, and it does have the tool kit as well. Trunk volume is 14.8 cubic feet. Now, with the seats folded, 79 inches from the front seats to the rear sill. With the second row in place, it's 41 inches to the rear sill. And cargo width at the belt line is 46 inches. Internally, cargo width between the wheel houses is 41 inches. Cargo opening is 22 inches, and that's from the floor to the lowest point, and the lift over getting something out of the ground into the trunk is a short 26 inches. So what about some of the safety features? Well, there's brake assist, hill hold, collision mitigation braking system. It has road departure mitigation system. There is the adaptive cruise control with low speed follow, and I think that goes all the way down to 1 mile per hour. You get lane keeping assist system. It has forward collision warning. One of my favorites, new favorites, is the traffic sign recognition system. It has blind spot information system with cross traffic monitor. And I like that, so when you're backing out of a low visibility spot, you know something's coming from the side. It does have low speed braking control and so very much more. Now, there are a few packages available on the Touring. You can have the all-season protection package 1, which includes all-season floor mats, splash guard set, and a trunk tray. And you can, or you could opt for all-season protection package 2, which includes all-season floor mats. It also includes the trunk tray, and you get wheel locks as well. Now there is also an Hpd package, which includes an Hpd decklid spoiler, You get the HPD emblem, there's HPD front underbody spoiler, and an HPD rear underbody spoiler, as well as HPD side underbody spoilers as well. So I imagine that's probably rocker panel extensions. Then finally, there is a protection package, which includes splash guard set, trunk tray, and wheel locks. Next up, let's talk about the dimensions. Okay, front track 60.5 inches, rear track 61.6. Maximum width 70.9 inches, overall length 183.3. Height 55.7, and it rides on a wheelbase of 107.7 inches, which is the longest wheelbase in its class. Now, its curb weight is 3,077 pounds, and that's up slightly, just 113 pounds more than the previous generation. They also say the new Civic has 8% more torsional rigidity and is 13% greater bending rigidity than before as well. Now, its weight distribution is not ideal 50-50. It's 61.2 up front and 38.8 in the rear, so it is a little nose heavy. Maximum payload is 850 pounds, and it can tow up to 1,000 pounds when properly equipped. Its turning circle, 38.1 feet, and it has a fuel tank capacity of 12.4 gallons. So what about its safety? Well, neither IIHS nor National Highway Transportation Safety Administration have had a chance to rate the new 2022, but I'm sure it's in queue, and I'm sure it'll be a nice, safe car. Performance. 0 to 60, 7.5 seconds. Standing quarter mile, 15.7 seconds at 91.4 miles per hour. And it has a top speed of 137 miles per hour. Just as importantly, braking, 70 to 0 is 174 feet. So what about its appearance? Well, it is more grown up and more conservative in its styling than its previous generation. And actually, it kind of looks like a baby Accord. And well, I think that's a very good thing. Warranty. Basic warranty, 3 years, 36,000 miles. Powertrain warranty, 5 years, 60,000 miles. There is no complimentary maintenance offered on this Honda vehicle. Economy, 31 city, 38 highway, and 34 combined. And CO2 emissions at 15,000 miles a year is 5.3 tons. So, that's my exterior review. Now let's take a look inside, but before we do, if you need more information, rewatch the video, or you can read the notes in the description down below. And please take a moment to give us a like, leave a comment, and please click on that subscribe button down below. So, what do you say, Nate? Take it away.
And stepping on the inside here, boy, there's just a lot of really nice changes. You know, here's the same piano black trim that we've seen in Hondas, and I like what they've done with this one, because it isn't anywhere else in the car. They put it high up on the door where you're not going to be touching it, not going to be bumping into it, so it's not going to smudge and get dirty and scratch. And they've given it some flair by giving it a shape. So I do like it right there. Now down here on the window switches here, we've got this nice textured gray piece that if you run your fingers over it, you actually can feel it. You do have standard power windows in the rear. You've got auto up and down in the front. You've got your window lockout, of course, your unlock and lock buttons. You got your mirror controls left and right. You also have a trunk opener right here. And then down here you got bottle storage, and then you have a little bit more storage back underneath. And then where you grab the door is sealed, so you can't stick your fingers out underneath here. So you do have a nice little area to grab the door there. And then of course you do have a physical unlock button here as well as the door opener. And then you have one of your 12 Bose speakers right here. Now, coming in here, you've got 8-way power driver's seat. You've got a 4-way power passenger seat there. These are leather seats here, and they are perforated and they are heated. They're not ventilated, but they are heated on both sides. Okay. Down here, of course, you got your accelerator, your brake, you got your footrest, and then up here you've got the button for a lot of your safety systems here. They'll appear on your dash, and you can turn them on or off. You have got your parking sensors, and then of course your vehicle stabilization control, which is like traction control, on or off there. And then of course up here you've got your dashboard brightness and dimness switch. Then of course these vents. I absolutely love these honeycomb vents here, and they go all the way across the entire dashboard here, and it just looks really, really great. All right, it is a push start that's located right up here next to the steering wheel. All right, well, this is a beautiful redesign. So this is a 10.2 inch fully digital screen. You have a permanent engine temperature gauge on the left, and you have a permanent fuel gauge on the right, and those don't go away. They are the level is digital, but the actual gauge is printed on the dashboard. So the digital part is right in the middle, and it is just super nice. Now, coming back to the steering wheel, you've got controls over here that control the left side of the 10.2 inch digital screen. You got volume, and then of course you got skip forward, skip back. And then over on the right, you have got another controller for the information side, the speedometer, and then your cruise control buttons right here, and then of course lane keeping assist right here. And we have another video that's going to go through all the information that's in that 10.2 inch driver's information screen, as well as the infotainment screen. Coming back, I do like the steering wheel here. I like it in the middle that you can get a couple fingers right in there, and it's not so closed off. Now, interesting, this is not a heated steering wheel, but in Canadian models, there's a button here to turn on the heated steering wheel. Now, don't ask me why that's on Canadian models, but hopefully that'll be coming to the US soon. Moving over to the right, the screen, of course, it's a 9-inch screen. It has a 12-inch Bose audio system, which is really nice. It has center point technology, and it has surround technology as well. It has a Bluetooth, AM and FM radio, HD radio, Sirius XM radio. Now, it doesn't have a built-in 4G LTE Wi-Fi hotspot, but you can tether a hotspot or your phone to the system, and then it can broadcast it from there. All right. The other thing I really like is Honda has finally put physical buttons in the screen. So you've got a home button that's physical. It's actually a push. You've got a back button. Of course, your radio and volume are your audio, your volume, and your power button right here. And then, of course, you have a scan left or scan right to skip songs or stations. And that, again, is a physical button. Now, the rest of it is all digital, but I really like that they've added more physical buttons to the screen. Okay, coming on down below, we've got this, what I just really like this, and I pointed this out earlier, but this honeycombed air vent strip in the middle. These, of course, are your knobs, direct airflow, and then this one does the same thing. Now, it's interesting that on these two in the middle, you don't have a airflow control. Okay, you got your hazard button in the middle right here, and then down below you have a dual zone auto climate control system. Here are your 3-stage heated seats on both sides, and then just your standard physical buttons for the climate control. You can adjust the driver here, adjust the passenger there, and then I really like that they put the sync button right here so you don't have to go into the infotainment screen. Now, down below that is another new thing, and that is the 2 USB outlets. They are both in fact, there's 4 USB, 2 in the front, 2 in the rear, and all 4 are 2.5 amp as opposed to the 1.2 amp that was in the previous models. So, faster charging. This one, it will connect you into Apple CarPlay if you want to go that route. This one is just a charge, but this does come with wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. Now, to match that, which I think just makes sense, the Touring comes with the wireless phone charger, and that is right here. And if I take my phone and I slide it in there, my full-sized phone fits perfectly. Okay, so that's right there. You also do have a 150 watt 12 volt outlet right there. This is just your airbag indicator for the passenger side, whether it's on or off. Coming back, another new thing is the cup holders have been added back, and I just think that's essential. I think you need to have these, and so I really like it that they've come back. You got a nice pass through there if you want to use it. You got a leather covered shift knob. This is just a metal looking piece here, and just a standard park, reverse, neutral, and drive. Your drive modes are down here, and you do have 3 of them. You have sport, normal, and economy. Your auto start stop feature, you can shut that off right here. You do have a parking brake here, but behind that you've got a brake hold function. So if you have that turned on and you come to a stop, you can let your foot off the brake and the car will remain stopped until you press the accelerator. And if you don't want that feature, that's where you turn it off. Now, all right, so in the center console here, open that up. You do have a tray that you can relocate to 2 different areas. And then you just have some really deep storage here. That's probably close to 6-7 inches deep there. And fairly long, so it's not super wide, but it's deep and it's long. All right, moving over to the glove box. It's not a locking glove box, but it's got a dampened opening, quite slow. All right, and you've got decent sized storage right here. It goes back a fair ways. Okay. Up on the A pillars here, you've got 2 of your Bose speakers, and then you've got your home link buttons that are right up here. This is an auto-dimming rear view mirror, and of course there's an on-off button there if you don't want that feature. And also, just a note, but home link buttons, we always think of them as they work with garage doors. That's what you use to open your garage doors. And that's still true, but they also will work with your smart devices. So if you have a smart home, you can hit that and turn your security on. You can hit it and turn your lights on. You can program them for some other things as well. Now, coming up above the mirror, of course, you have got, this is your dome light switch. So do the dome lights come on when the doors are open or not? You've got individual lights. These are LEDs right here. And then you got the single button moonroof right here. So this will open, close, and tilt, all in one button. And then on the touring only, you have a sunglass holder. Now the visors themselves are, of course, telescoping, and they have a light and a mirror on both sides. All right, let's take a step in the back. Okay, in the second row, you've got 2 of your 12 Bose speakers here, and you've got the same black piano door trim here, and the same handle and physical unlock. You got a power window switch and then a bottle storage right here. All right, sitting in the second row, I got the seat adjusted where it was when I was driving, and I have got like 4 inches of knee space. It's huge. The seats themselves are comfortable. I like them. I have got at least 1 inch of headroom. Okay, and then in the middle down here, you've got 2 USB ports, and again, they're all USB-A's, but they are 2.5 amps. So again, we'll charge things faster. On the passenger seat, you do have a map pocket. And then, of course, you do have an armrest. This one does fold all the way down to the seat instead of sitting up a little bit, but it's there, and you have 2 different size cup holders. So looks like one would hold a pop can, one would hold something slightly larger than that, like a regular bottle, but the second one is a little bit smaller. Okay, then on the ceiling, you do have your own dome lights, and what's interesting is, just like in the front where you can tell the dome lights to come on or off, you've got a switch right here. So if the back passenger doesn't want the dome light coming on every time the front driver and front passenger are getting in and out, you can turn that off. So you can control that from the rear. All right, overall, very comfortable seats. I really like them. They're 60-40 split. They'll float all the way flat here so you can load longer stuff in the trunk, but really spacious and really nice. All right, next up, we're going to take it for a drive.
Okay, my turn in the brand new 2022 Honda Civic, and this is the touring trim level. And, you know, I'm merging onto the highway right now. Interior sounding quiet. It is a very quiet vehicle. This does have a nice Bose sound system. In case there was a little intrusive noise from outside, you could crank up that sound system and enjoy your tunes with your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. It's really a nice car. I love the interior fit and finish. I like what they've done. I honestly wasn't sure I would like the grid pattern, chicken wire grid pattern. I'm sorry, that's just the only thing I can compare it to. Wasn't sure I'd like that until I actually got in here to see it, and now that I'm in here and I see it, it looks really good. They did a classy job with it. It's not chintzy looking at all. It's very detailed and very well done. Acceleration, well, like I said, I did merge onto the highway, so I didn't just take off, and it had lots of little pep and get up and go for that 1.5 liter engine. If you hear a little noise, ancillary noise, tick, 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 like that, it is misting rain a little bit, so we're getting a little raindrops on the windshield. Overall, wow, I like it. I really do. Coming up next, Nathan's going to take it for a ride and give you his impressions, and I'm pretty sure he's going to like it as well. So stay tuned.
All right, it is my turn. Wow, what a what a nice redesign. I mean, this is just, I really like that. Of course, I'm a fan of technology, and I love that 10.2-inch digital dash, and the infotainment screen works really good. So, but anyways, in terms of a comfortable ride, yeah, this doesn't seem like you're riding in this small of a car. I really like it. It's dampened inside. The road bumps are definitely subdued. So nice ride. Getting in and out. Well, we'll overlay video of us, getting in the front and in the rear. It's a car, so you sit down lower and then you have to get back up again. But that's average for a car. So there's nothing really different there or unusual. Easy to park. Well, this has got a rear view backup camera with front and rear parking sensors. A couple different views for the backup cameras. You can change the angle. So given its footprint, it's not a super large car. It's easy to park. It'd be easy to maneuver around. So overall, just really nice. I really like it. And that Bose system is outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. So, in total, yeah, I really like the redesign. It is really like you're not in a Civic, especially at the touring trim level. That's it for my drive. Back to Rob.
Well, that's our review of the 2022 Honda Civic Sedan Touring, and we appreciate you spending some time with us. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and now on TikTok. And please, click on that subscribe button down below. Thanks for watching.